Hello to anybody who watches this. Now, it has been a long time since I've done this, and the reason I've stopped doing this is because I did say it in some of my previous videos, I'm not sure if you remember, but I was really creeped out and insulted by the comments you were giving me. I'm trying this again. I'm not going to do it as often as I used to. I'll do it from time to time, but I'll still do it. And I don't really know where my schedule book is, where I put my stuff, so yeah, I'm kind of going off the book. So what I want to talk about today is the KND logic. Now, the codename Kids Next Door, or KND, is a old show that premiered in, 2002, 2003? It was very entertaining for me watching a bunch of 10-year-olds fighting off teenagers and adults. But what I like to talk about for the logic of the weaponry is the fact that they don't have a trigger. No, they don't have a trigger. They have a wooden stick with metal and bolts in it on top of under a mustard bottle, and they somehow manage to use their mind to fire it. What? I'm not kidding. If you look back at some of their episodes, they don't have a trigger on most of their guns. And I realize it's because of, kid-friendly purposes, but still. And this isn't even the only one. They have, 2 other guns. That blue pepper chili thing, yeah, that doesn't have a trigger either. Neither does the spanker, whatever it is. But that doesn't have a trigger either. So, what? And especially the splanker. I'm just going to call it splanker. I'm not sure what it's called. But especially the splanker. It only has a wooden plank attached to another wooden plank with a non-trigger handle and a magnet. What? So the fact that that doesn't have a trigger, along with the fact that it doesn't even have metal in it, unless they inserted metal in it, means it shouldn't even be a valid weapon. And okay, so that's my rant about the logic of the weaponry in that show. Now I'm gonna talk about the time logic. So if you look back at the movie and what was it, the birthday cake episode, what was it, the second, third one with them in 19th century, it'll prove that Nigel's dad, unless the kids next door stopped abruptly, and then Nigel's dad found the KND book, I don't think Nigel's dad was the very first Kids Next Door operative. Because in the movie, it says that he overthrew his father, not actual father is his brother, believe it or not, but yeah, he overthrew his dad, and he's what now, 40? What? Right? So that means it would have been a time span of 30 or so years. So that means he would have done it in 1980, 1990s, 1970s, that time frame? There's no more 19th century. Who was made in the 18th century? So unless Nigel's dad has the ability to slow his aging process, I don't think he was the very first operative. And that's basically all I have to say. Oh, also another thing. They don't age. Shows on for 4 years, they didn't age. Nobody aged. Unless they counted the birthday, which rarely happened, then they didn't age. Alright. That's the logic of the Kids Next Door.